Hi friends, my name is Madison and it has been way too long since I've talked to y'all. Um, I just wanted to give you an update. I don't really know how long this video is going to be. Sorry about that. Um, I've just been super duper busy at work. Ever since I moved here to Florida, it's just like I dedicated my life to work and nothing but work. So literally I go to work, I come home, I sleep. I became like most of America, and to be honest, it flippin' sucks. So I've just been doing what I can to be a good soldier, doing my job and trying to be the best employee so I can get the best benefits and whatnot, and it's not going very well. But so yes, I've been working on that. One of the things we never had in Georgia is this. You can't go in the water because of alligators. So yeah, that's new. um, not that I've seen any here by this cute little lake. But yeah, so just been constantly working like crazy. Every now and again I go to the beach. I've been trying to go at least once a month. Doesn't always work out that way, unfortunately. It's just a very, like I said, my work is like my entire time, and it's making me quite miserable. I'm working on alternatives, but for right now, I just need to do what I need to do, and that is make sure I can survive. And it's not very cheap to live today, and I'm not the only one who knows that. I mean, I see videos all the time of people who are noticing just how ridiculously expensive things have gotten. But at the same time, it's just I want to create content, which is really, really hard when you're constantly only concerned with survival and how can you get to the next step. So I've been working on ways to look, a feather. I've been working on ways to do something else, whether that's find a new job, maybe somewhere I'll be a little bit more well taken care of, or a job where I'm working for myself, or I truly don't know. All I know is this is going to be really hot when I sit on it. Yes. And number two, I miss y'all. I miss you guys so much, and I miss making content. And there's so many awesome places around where I live that I can make great stuff for y'all. Like really, really great stuff. Like for example, last week, I actually did have some time off, which was quite shocking and surprising, and that's too hot to sit on. But yeah, we went to visit my friend who I haven't seen in 4 years, and we went to Disney Springs, someplace I've never been, and it was nice. I got a few pictures. I'm not going to be able to edit them in because my computer with editing software on it died, I think. But anyway, I took a few pictures. We didn't eat anywhere. We went in a few shops. I like crystals, like amethyst and quartz and all that stuff. And Disney had a store there called the Disney Crystal Shop. And I was like, oh my God, Disney sells quartz and all these awesome crystals. And I walked in there and no, it's just fancy glass. And I had forgotten that there's fancy glass crystal, and that's not something I typically would purchase or consider. Like, that's like the generation above mine. Actually, I don't even know if Gen X really gives a care about fancy glass. But so that I was very disappointed and underwhelmed when I got in that store. And then when we walked out of there, and there was a Christmas store. I was like, oh, let's check out the Christmas store, because back when my mom was alive, she would do like the Christmas villages, and like I've got a ton of Christmas villages, and I really enjoy the Christmas villages. So I was like, oh, I wonder if they have Christmas villages. Nope. It should be called the ornament shop, not the Christmas shop, because all they have in there is ornaments. But anywho, I thought a lot of the themed restaurants were really, really cool. They have a place with a giant T-Rex out front, which I thought was really cool. I got to see a Rainforest Cafe in person for the first time. We didn't actually go in any of those places. I got to go to the Lego store for the first time, which I don't know if it's normally a very overwhelming experience or if it's just a Wednesday afternoon. It's really busy. I don't know. But it was just very uncomfortable, and I was like, I've got to get out of here. I can't with this. So, we left the Disney store, and after we left Disney Springs, he took me down the Kissimmee, I think it's 192, where they do the, like right outside Magic Kingdom, where they used to have all the tourist attractions, and it's not nearly as popular as it used to be now, because Disney's not doing so great anymore. But I don't know, it was different, unique. To me, it was actually very, very underwhelming and kind of boring, because I've been to Myrtle Beach, I've been to Pigeon Forge, and I've seen how their touristy roads are, and they're a lot more like I drive in Orlando near Universal is than the road in Kissimmee is. There was some mini golf courses, which I thought was kind of cool. One of them was abandoned and shut down, which I found really sad, and I wanted to take some money and resurrect it, but that's not going to happen. So we went back to his house, and then watched the Braves game. He's a huge baseball fan, and we just chilled. And after that, I came back home to be where I'm at down here in South Florida. And like I said, it's just been a really busy time. I haven't been around because I've been at work. And I think it's funny, there's so many people on the other side of this camera that probably think they're getting filmed, but they're not, because I'm on me. But yeah, so that's just kind of an update of where I've been, just mainly work. And like I said, I found a lot of great places around here to film and that I find interesting. A lot of it fits under my small town category, but at the same time, not really, because a lot of them, they're just kind of like these old parks. They're not parks like what I'm in right now. I want to show you these birds if I can. Look at how pretty. Can you see them? I don't think you can. But yeah, there's some birds over here. They're really pretty. Oh, there you go, there's one. But yeah, so I'm in an actual park right now, which apparently used to be a landfill, and now it's a park, which I don't comprehend how that works. But yeah, so what I'm talking about when I'm saying parks is like, by my job, there's neighborhoods, and they label these neighborhoods as a park. For example, like Sunshine Park or Hawk Park or Flamingo Park. Like they use these and it's basically like a neighborhood, and like it's got all these like old-timey like 1950s style Florida homes mixed in with some modern architecture, which I could leave the modern architecture. I don't really care about that, but it's the old like 50s style Florida homes that I think are really cool and fascinating. And I'd love to kind of go through there. There's a couple old-timey areas near where I work. There's US Route 1. There's some museums around. There's the beach. There's nature preserves. Like there's one that's connected to right here. So yeah, there's a lot I have planned. I just have to have the time and the money to go do said plans. So just stick with me. I am doing my best to get more content up to y'all. It's just a matter of finding the time when I have the money to drive places, and a matter of essentially just being able to go. So I assure you there's more content to come. I just wanted to give you guys an update because it's been so long. It's been like almost 6 months, and I feel a type of way of not being able to tell y'all any updates, especially because I'm so grateful you helped me get 500 subscribers, and then I just dipped out like off the face of the earth. So thank you for everything. Thank you for continuing to follow my journey as I continue to figure out how I'm going to go forward here in Florida with things that I'm going to film. And like I said, there's more to come. Just it's not going to be daily like it was. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make them weekly. And just look for new videos coming soon. And thank you for liking this video if you like it. Thank you for hitting subscribe. I appreciate everything you do for us. And I'm going to get out of this sun now because I can barely see out of my eyes. They're so covered with sweat. So I don't know how well this video is going to turn out due to my inability to not see where my face is half the time. But thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully real soon. I love you. Bye.